Hi there, Jonny here from JonnyLipshamStudios.co.uk, and welcome to episode number 5 of my Studio One 4.0 series. And in today's video we are going to look at the very much requested import song data feature, which is brand new to Studio One 4. This is very cool, and there are a lot of applications, a lot of ways in which you can do this, a lot of options that you have for importing various different parts of song data into your new Studio One song. It's incredibly useful. I'm going to recommend that after you watch this video you go and explore to your heart's content, because I'm really, only for the sake of time, I'm only going to look at 2 different ways in which you can do this, but there's a lot of options. Okay, so let's get into it. So we have this song here, which I have imaginatively titled Import Song Data Demo. Brilliant name for a song. It's going to be a huge hit, obviously. So you will have heard this before if you have watched my Studio One from Scratch series. You will know this little tune. I'm going to play about 8 seconds of it. There you go. Alright, 9.2 seconds of it. Alright, so there you go. So this is the song that we're going to use, and what we're going to do is we're going to import everything. All of this. So we're going to import all of the mixer data, so all the channels, and it doesn't import buses, interestingly enough. And there's quite a lot of processing on the buses, but we're not going to worry about that. We'll just bring in just the channels, and everything should be fine. I've used Guitar Rig a couple of times, so we'll see if that comes across into the new song as well. So this should be very interesting. We should be able to import all of the audio and the waveforms, images, and we should be able to get all the channels in, complete with processing that is on them. So this should be pretty cool. So here we go. First thing you want to do is you want to create a new song. I've already done that. So we've got a nice blank new song, and what we're going to do is we are going to go up to the song menu and we're going to go import song data. Now here's the thing, you need to know the path for whatever song it is that you are intending to import. Very important that you know exactly where to find it. So I happen to know the path of this particular song, so I want to go down to songs, and then I want to go and try and find my Studio One from Scratch demo folder. So let's go down and find that. Where are you? Studio One from Scratch demo. There we go. We open that, and there it is, import song data demo. So we grab that and we do open. And then this dialog box opens up, and you have a whole bunch of options. So here are all the tracks, including the arranger track, the marker track, the tempo and time signature. So you can import all of those, plus all of the waveforms. You can choose events, layers, and automation. You can copy the song file, the files to the new song, so that's all the media. You can bring that in. Volume and pan, inserts, and any sends that there might be. I don't have any, but I'll check it anyway, and any instruments as well. So we should be able to just import everything. So what I'm going to do is, rather than just click each one of these one at a time, which would take a little while, I'm going to click and hold and drag downwards, and that's everything is now selected. And I want all the events. There aren't any layers and there isn't any automation, but I'll check them off anyway, but there isn't any in this particular case, but that's checking everything. And now we do OK, and as if by magic it's all here. So now we're going to go to overview, and we should have all of our tracks in. Let's go and check the mixer and see what we have. And indeed, we have everything that we want. Everything is here, except nothing is routed to any buses. But let's expand the mixer up, and let's see what we have in terms of plugins. It looks like the sends didn't come through. even though I checked sends, but that's interesting. So my delays are not here, but everything else is. Okay, so some of the sends for whatever reason didn't come through, but I don't quite know why that's happened. I must have maybe done something wrong there. But everything else is here, including all the pans. All the panning is all the same, all the levels are the same, and even my guitar rigs came through as well. I wasn't sure whether they would, but they are there. And the little bit of EQ that I did. So all the bounces are a little bit out of whack because I did a lot of bus processing. I'm just trying to change that color to white because that's how I normally have that. So yeah, so everything has come in apart from the sends. So my delays are not here. But everything else is here. Here's the other way in which you can use this. You can use this just to import the mixer and the track list. Let's say you are going to do a remix, or you are just going to use this as a template to do you know, a whole bunch of songs. Let's say you're going to track a whole album in a day, so like 7 or 8 songs, and you're going to track live. You set all your tracks up and everything else for the first song. You can use this feature to just import just the channels and the tracks and the channels. All right, so let's do that. So let's close this, and we'll say no, and we'll say, do you want to delete any of that stuff? Yes, we do want to delete that. Alright, and we're back. Okay, so we're back to this import songs. I'm just going to check something in the mixer. Did I have any sends? Ah, that's because all my sends were on the buses. That's why. Yeah, it does import song data at this point in time. It does not import buses and that kind of thing. I would hope that perhaps that might be an extension of this feature in a future Studio One update. We will have to wait and see. Certainly I'll be getting my feature request in for that, so we will have to see whether the good guys over at Hamburg actually do this, so you can import the buses as well. That would be extremely good. But as it stands, it's just your channels and your plugins on the inserts, and if you have sends that are on your channels, then your effects will come through. But I didn't. I have my buses going to effects channels instead of my actual audio channels. If I had put these delays and reverbs over here, then yes, these would have come through and my effects channels would all be set up. It's the fact that the sends were set up on buses, that's why it didn't work. Okay, I think we made that clear. So it does work. Alright, so this time we are going to create another new song. We're going to go back to the start page. We're going to create another new song. And we're going to OK that. So we've got a blank screen again. And we're going to go back and we're going to do the same import session data, but this time we're going to not have the events or anything like that. So we go back to import song data. We're going to go back to finding that song path. So I'm going to go to songs, and we go all the way down here until we get to, where is it? Studio One from Scratch demo. And we're going to import this. So we're going to go open. When we are going to ask for the tracks, so we want all of those, but we don't want the events, we don't want the layers, we don't want automation, we don't want to copy the files, but we do want everything else. Barring, of course, we're not going to get the sends because those were set up on buses. But everything else we do want. We don't want instruments because we don't have any. Everything is pretty much just an audio. Okay, so now we hit OK. And bada boom! All the tracks are there, and if we go to the mixer, we'll find all the channels are there. And if we expand this guy upwards, I'm just going to go, didn't want to do that. That's the button I wanted. And I'm going to close that as well. Okay, so if I expand this upwards, here we go. My EQs and my guitar amp sims are there. And we're pretty much ready to go, ready to record the next song. This is an extremely useful feature, folks. This will make tracking multiple songs in a single recording session extremely easy. You just set everything up for your first song, and then you just import session data every time. Import song data, sorry, every time, and just choose not to have the events and all of the stuff connected to the events. So you're just getting just the tracks and the channels and the inserts and sends. And away you go, ready to do the next song. It's as quick and as easy as that. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please hit the like, thumbs up button, and if you have not subscribed to my channel already, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you'll know when the next video is coming out. Please also check out in the description below links to my website and to my email list. If you get yourself on my email list, you will get my 5-part video series on compression, which I'm sure you'll find very, very useful. And you'll also get one of my songs from my 2016 EP called Chanel, and you'll get the stems to that, and you can mix that to your heart's content. You can use that on your for your portfolio if you wish, and all you need to do is just credit me, Jonny Lipsham, as the artist, and I will be absolutely happy for you to do that. Alright, so until the next video, bye for now.